Stealing first base. I don't know why it's not a rule in Major League Baseball. I think it should. On a pitch, like a wild pitch, pass ball, batters can take off first base. And it becomes a force out at first base, so there's no slide, collision, anything weird like that. When it happens, it's one of the most exciting things. The crowd just starts roaring, and then he hits first base. If it's closer out, they go crazy. It is truly amazing, and it's honestly a cheat code. You know, it's really funny. When we played the Alumni Association, John Buck was catching, and I was like, yo, dude, hey, if a ball gets by you, don't just put your hand up for another ball. You better go get it because the run
He's taking off.
It's a pretty great rule, and there's actually some strategy in it. The way we score our games is every inning matters. Whoever scores the most amount of runs in an inning gets a point for that inning. So if the visiting team scores 5 runs and the Bananas score 1 run, it's not 5-1 going into the second inning. It's 1-0. And so if you have a runner on base and you just need to move that run across the plate to win the inning, that runner better take off running, even if the catcher catches the ball, to kind of create some confusion on the base paths. We haven't really uncracked it, but we started. It's a fun rule, man. Ball four sprint. The most unathletic play in all of sports is when a Major League Baseball player walks. Ball four's called. They take their time. They undress themselves. They give it to the bat boy, and they literally walk to first base. It takes them 55 seconds.
Unless you're Brandon Nimmo and sprints there anyway.
So in banana ball, it turns into a sprint. The umpire will call ball four sprint. He puts both of his hands above his head, and I'll explain why. The batter takes off running. The batter can get as many bases as he possibly can until the ball becomes active and he gets tagged out. The way the ball becomes active or live is the defense has to throw the ball around to every single player on the field before it becomes live. Once it becomes live, the umpire drops his hands. Now the runner knows, okay, I'm at risk of being tagged out. It doesn't need to go in any order, but the pitcher-catcher already touched the ball, but all the infielders, all the outfielders have to touch the ball before it comes live. We've gotten really, really good at it. And actually, we credit Eric Burns for really diving into this and cracking the code. You have to be an above average runner to get to second base if there's a clean transfer around the defense. Otherwise, you're going to be out. If there's a misthrow on defense, it'll turn into a triple or a home run. It's tons of fun, man. It's a lot of strategy. If you're a slow runner, you can try to induce a throw over to first base, get in a run down, and maybe have that runner from third score. We've all heard that walks kill. In banana ball, walks really, really kill. I love fan catching of foul balls and out. The fan engagement, how do you get the fans more involved at MLB level? They'll never leave their seats. They won't leave early. They're sitting in a seat until the 9th inning, which most of them are leaving in the 7th inning when it's a blowout. They're buying more stuff if they're sitting in that seat if they make an out. I don't think we'll ever see if a fan catches a foul ball being an out. We are introducing a new rule in 2024 called the Golden Batter Rule. So think Shohei Ohtani facing Mike Trout in the World Baseball Classic. Was there a better matchup? Very few. We were all glued. So the Golden Batter Rule is one time a game, either team can send any batter to the plate in any situation.
Yes.
So in banana ball, think about this. We're playing for points. We're playing for innings. I got a runner on second and third, and we bat 10, by the way, because we have entertainers. But 8, 9, 10 hitters that are just anemic, I can send my 3-hitter up there to destroy a baseball and win an inning. Or how about this? I need to win an inning. You get my 3-hitter out, and I send him right back up again.
That's outstanding.
Another rule that could be fun, it's a little aggressive on our end, but it's our showdowns, our tiebreakers. Instead of just sending a runner out to second base and seeing what happens here, ours are called showdowns. There's 3 rounds of showdowns if the score is tied after time runs out, and we are on a clock as well, 2-hour time clock in banana ball. Game is tied after 2 hours. Showdowns, it's one batter, one defensive player, and a catcher versus a batter. The batter has to get an inside the park home run to score a point. The defensive player has to start on the infield grass right around second base. So they release once the ball's hit. And it usually turns into a nice cutoff, a relay for a really close play at the plate. And if you haven't picked up yet what banana ball is all about, we're trying to create the most amount of excitement in every single play. So we want that play at the plate. And so if they score that point, or if they hit a home run out of the ballpark, that's an automatic walkout. It's only happened once. It happened this year. The Party Animals, our nemesis, hit an absolute tank to walk us off in Boston. But yeah, if they score that run, or if we blank them, the home team has a chance to win it or to tie it up. There's 3 rounds of that. The second round is we remove the defensive player. The third round is we load the bases because we need to get to a final resolution. So, I think that's kind of a really, really cool tiebreaker. And quite frankly, I'd stay to the end of a game to see Bryce Harper go up and do showdowns against anybody.